Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and to another video. So in today's video, I have got some really cool stuff to show you. I think I have really cool stuff in pretty much every video, and that's why I show it to you guys. So today I went to a flea market and scored some really cool stuff. So obviously I have these 3 Johnny Lightnings here, as well as 4 more Johnny Lightnings that are loose right here. And another 8 more in a shoebox. So we will cover the rest of the stuff that I scored today in later videos. But for today's video, I think we'll start by looking at some of the stuff that we have in the boxes here. Now, all 3 of these boxed cars, these are all from 2003. So that's, what, 17, 18, 19 years old? So, some pretty old stuff. This is from the Johnny Lightning Hot Rod Magazine series. Classic cover cars from your favorite magazine. This is a 1932 Ford High Body, or Ford H Body. Very, very cool little car. So, look at the back of the card. Yeah, really cool stuff in that one. All 3 of these come with crap that I can stick to the wall here, if we can get that to stand up right. There we go. Here is a 37 Ford Coupe, another Ford from the Classic Gold collection, as opposed to the Hot Rod Magazine. This is a really nice looking one. I'm absolutely in love with this one. Got the little moon eyes on the fender, some Krager smoothies on there. Looks really good. A lot of nice detail on there. And then we have this guy, another one from 2003. This is a Johnny Lightning, part of the Scrapin' series. It's a 58 Chevy Impala lowrider. Really cool paint job on there. Some tiny little Dayton wire wheels. You guys know I love my Johnny Lightning, or excuse me, my lowriders in general. This is only my 2nd Johnny Lightning lowrider. Here is my other one. That is also from the Scrapin' series, but it was kind of a revival of the Scrapin' series. So this one just came out pretty recently. This is an original from 2003. So we will get into those in due time, but first I want to move that out of my way. Here we go. First I want to take a look at some of the loosies that I scored today. So I guess we'll start with the... Which one should we start with? How about this F-250? So this F-250 is actually today's newest casting. If you take a look on the bottom, it does have a manufacture date, 8/20/2017. So this is a relatively new... 8/20? Oh, that's today. Today's 8/20. This is exactly 5 years old. What are the chances of that? So let's tilt the camera so we can get a good look at this guy. There we go. Right, so we'll start out, I guess, like I said, by looking at some of the loosies. What year is this? It says 2001 on the base. This Johnny Lightning, I do have my red mark on this one because it didn't have a box. But up there in the corner, we do actually have a year, make, and model for this guy. So that's nice to see for a newer Johnny Lightning. So this is a 2001 Ford F-250. Does have an opening hood. Let's see if it wants to open for me. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, now I shut it. There we go. Now it's open. Nope, now it's closed. Stay. So if you take a look under the hood there, you can see, yeah, you see what I mean? I'm like fighting with this thing. There's one for the blooper reels. All right, here we go. There we go. So if you take a look under the hood there, you can just make out what looks to be a Triton V8 or V10, probably a V10 since it's in an F-250. The Triton motors were absolute dog water. They were terrible. Didn't make a lot of power, and they had a lot of problems. So I'm going to pretend that that's a 7.3 under the hood. And we'll just say this is a 7.3 turbo diesel, because that motor kicked ass in these trucks. We do have a license plate on there. It says, what does that say? 5ALNO15. No, just a regular license plate. There's your F-250 and Ford badges on the Super Duty, or Super Duty badge under there on the tailgate. That was the word I was looking for. Nice color. I like the gold. I'm not a big Ford truck guy, but I mean, it's a nice truck, and I certainly don't mind the 7.3 Super Duties. They're a pretty solid vehicle, so certainly not opposed to adding one to the collection. There's a nice look at the front end. There's your little Ford badge. They circled the problem for you. Yeah, nice little truck. I think it's this is called an extended cab or crew cab. I think crew cab's the big one. I don't know. There's so many different names for cabs and stuff out there. So, very cool stuff with that one. So we'll get that one parked up. Move on to our, this is a, we do have, yes, 1995 Corvette. Another 95 Corvette from Johnny Lightning. However, this is a very interesting one. So, if you've been on the channel for a while, or if you just saw recently, we did the 10 Corvette box set. This is the ZR1, 95 ZR1 from the box set. This has plastic tires, and the Corvette emblem on the hood is not detailed in, although it is a three-dimensional little embossment, I guess you could say there. It's not detailed in. So we have a non-detailed emblem and plastic tires on here. And as well, there are no turn signal details. There's marker light details, but no turn signal details, as you can see there. So a lot more detail on this one. We do have the Corvette emblems are embossed as well as detailed, painted to be detailed in. We have rubber tires. Those don't look like factory Corvette wheels, but you get the point. Turn signal details, and the trim around the vehicle is detailed in. We have our Corvette emblem on the back there. Now, if you'll remember, these were a bit further back in my videos, but maybe I'll post a link or maybe I'll make you go find them yourself. These are relatively recent 1995 Corvette ZR1 releases from Johnny Lightning. However, although the Corvette emblem on the hood is detailed on, it's not actually three-dimensional part of the actual casting. So you can see there it is just a decal, whereas on this car it's actually detailed onto the hood. Also, these guys, even though they are brand new Johnny Lightnings, they have plastic wheels and tires. So that makes this $2 loose Corvette find my nicest 95 ZR1 from Johnny Lightning. Rubber tires, all the correct details, and I absolutely love the silver on this. Looks really good. So that's pretty cool. Again, being as I'm not actually sure if this is a ZR1 or not. I didn't see any ZR1 badging on there anywhere. So this very well could be just a regular Corvette, which would mean it would have the LT1 instead of the LT5. Right around the 300 horsepower mark as opposed to the 400 horsepower of the ZR1. But still, a very, very cool addition to the collection. We now have 4 fourth-generation Corvettes over here. So I'll get that lift back over here. Excuse me for 1 second. I had to get a sip of my drink. My throat's getting dry. Next, on the Lucy list, so there's our loose car red dot. Interestingly enough, it says 1995 Caprice on the base. But one look and you can see the Impala SS emblem or decal on the back fender there. So the Impala SS and the Caprice were basically the same car, the Impala SS being obviously a higher trim level of the Caprice, if you will. It came with the LT1 V8 making 295 horsepower, I think, at the time. Now, this specific car, you can probably see on camera, there are some serious blemishes in the paint, some chipping, some scuffing. I actually went over it with a paint pen and just touched up some spots that were just fully exposed bare metal. This one was in pretty rough shape, and I almost didn't grab it because of that. But honestly, I have wanted an Impala SS. This is one of my favorite muscle cars. I've wanted a mid-90s Impala SS on the channel for so long that I just absolutely couldn't resist. So fortunately, I was able to touch up some of the chips on there to make it look, you know, relatively presentable. I may hit it with some polish and see if I can get it to shine a little better. But again, that's the risk you take, picking stuff out of the loose trays. So, but I got a pretty good deal on it, so it is what it is, I suppose. Very, very cool, though. Really excited to finally have a 95 Impala SS. Very, very cool car. I like the wheels on there a lot, too. The wheels kind of sold me, too. Really nice looking. They are plastic wheels, but very nice looking plastic wheels. Take a quick look underneath there. You do have, yeah, 1995 Caprice. So I wonder if they had like a Caprice police car casting, and they just used that and then painted it like an Impala SS, and that's why it says Caprice on the base instead of Impala SS. Very cool stuff. So we'll get him parked up over there, right in front of the other Impala. And this one is the last loose car for today. Doesn't quite fit. There we go. It is a Holland Hearse. Now, I was a little iffy on this thing just because it is kind of kooky looking, but the closer you look at it, the more you could pass it off as like an actual drag car, like an exhibition car or something like that. It does have the some really interesting stickers on there. You've got, I believe that's a Hearst emblem, the Drag News, Valvoline, Champion, the Moon Eyes, STP, and it says Hemi powered. I thought it was like a really cool car. There was actually two of them sitting there, and the other one had the same wheels as the Dragsters USA series, so I kind of wanted that one, but it was, you know, beat to hell. Interesting car. It doesn't have a grill. None of them did. I thought there was something wrong with it at first, but excuse me. I noticed the other two Holland Hearses next to it also didn't have grills and looked exactly the same, and you can actually see some engine detail in there, so I wonder if that's just supposed to be like that. Make it look like more of a race car. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is, being that there's no grill. I'm having some trouble identifying it. Maybe a Cadillac? Maybe? I don't know. Leave a comment leave a comment if you know what kind of car this originally was. I know it's got a Hemi under the hood. It says Hemi powered all over it. Nice little parachute details on the back there. Cool car for sure. Definitely one of the weirder cars in my collection, but really, really neat looking. We'll take a quick look underneath. There's our red mark to determine that it is in fact boxless, and then it says Holland Hearse there on the bottom. Their little production number. My dog's getting upset now. I think the mailman just showed up. Alright, so that is my loose stuff for today. Now, what do you say we start getting into the boxed stuff? So, let's check out the 32 Ford High Body. Really cool car. Alright, first thing I noticed, this guy is actually missing a piece. So that is a factory blemish that I just opened up. Yeah, we're missing a hubcap for our wheel back here. It should look like that. So I guess this is going to be facing driver's side in when it gets displayed. Kind of a bummer there, but kind of interesting to see. I know some people are really into like factory blemish cars for some reason. I like my stuff to look correct. I don't know. Came with some really cool stuff. It came with the cover, or a replica of the cover for Hot Rod Magazine where this car was featured. And it also came with this little Hot Rod Magazine cardboard. So I think I might stick this in the parking garage as like a little miniature poster. And then this guy will go up on the wall. But anyway, here is our 32 Ford H-Body or High Body, depending on what you want to call it. We are getting to a point where I don't know too much about these cars. This is 1930 stuff. I mean, I love hot rods, and you know, you take a look under or into the engine bay there. Not 100% sure what that's supposed to be. Kind of looks like a big block, like a Chevy big block, but who knows? I guess you'd have to find this issue of Hot Rod Magazine and figure out what's under the hood of this thing. So, really cool looking car though, nonetheless. A little disappointed about our missing hubcap, but it is what it is. I like these little wingtip windows out here on the edge of the windshield. Really, really sharp looking car. No headlights or anything, just a straight speed runner. We'll look at it from this side so we don't see that missing hubcap. No license plate or anything on the back, just some taillight details. Got a big chrome shifter sticking out of the floor in there. That looks really awesome. I love that that chrome shifter is actually a separate piece. It's probably easier, honestly, to make it that way, but really cool stuff. Absolutely love that thing. Yeah, I always feel like I don't have enough like chopped up hot rods like this in my collection. Always willing to add more. So let's take a quick look at our 20-year-old or almost 20-year-old card here. So yeah, classic cover cars from your favorite magazine, collect all 24, blah, 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 blah. Here is the Johnny Lightning Collectors Club. Look, it went up. Now it's $20 in 2003. So in 1995, when we opened that box, the other box set, it was $14.95. Now it's $19.95, and you get a scale replica of an 01 SVT Cobra, limited edition diecast cars for club members only, issues of Newsflash, the newsletter that sets the industry standard. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff, but it gets more expensive as you go. So here's a little bit about Hot Rod Magazine. It says, since 1948, Hot Rod Magazine has been the enthusiast source for all of the latest and greatest info on hopping up your car. To attain the cover of Hot Rod is akin to becoming a celebrity. These cars have become a celebrated part of history. Join Johnny Lightning as we bring these covers to life. 24 cars will be available in single blister this year, and every car faithfully replicates a Hot Rod cover subject. Check the detail yourself with our reproduction photo card, which exactly reproduces famous Hot Rod Magazine covers through the ages. Collect them all. So we got the 32 Ford High Body, the 23 Ford T-Bucket, Gentleman Joe Schubeck's Hearst Harry Olds, the Wonder Wagon, 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner, and the 1968 Mercury Cougar. So some really cool stuff there. We'll get that card tucked into the box if it fits. It might be a little too big. Yeah, it doesn't fit too good. All right. So there's one more good look at our 32 Ford H-Body or High Body. Very, very cool. So we'll get that guy parked up, and we will get into our next Ford for this video, the 37 Ford Coupe. Even cooler. I think this one might be my favorite for today's video, honestly. That thing is so sweet. So let's get it open. All right. Sorry if the camera angle looks a little different. I moved my camera stand around a little bit. So this is our 1937 Ford Coupe, 2003 Classic Gold Series. The detail on this is absolutely stunning. They really knocked this one out of the park. It's just, there's something about early 2000s Johnny Lightning. I think that was really when they were in their prime. Everything about this car looks absolutely perfect, down to the trim on the grille and the fenders, the headlights, engine detail. We do it every video. Dump one off the lift. Nice opening hood on there. Got the little moon eyes on the fender again. These look like Krager smoothie wheels. You know, classic hot rod look. I absolutely am in love with this thing. Nice big fat slicks under the back. The little taillight details, they look like little alien feelers or something sticking off there. No license plate on this guy, interestingly enough. But the rest of this thing looks absolutely stunning, down to the running board details. Nice matte black on there. Absolutely killer looking car. Being that it's a hot rod, you know, you never know what's under the hood. But, I mean, I guess if you were to go to a car show and see this, if it's not an original motor under there, it's probably a Chevy 350 small block, because that's like the easiest engine to swap into anything. Hang on. There we go. Having some trouble getting the hood open and closed there. Because it's Classic Gold Series, the old Classic Golds used to come with these little collector cards. I know I have a few of my collector cards up on the wall here. But there's a picture of the car we are replicating, and I gotta say, they really, they nailed it. Let's see, can we do the thing? Yeah, it looks awesome. What a perfect little replica. So being that it's part of our Classic Gold series, this is, there's your front of the card there. Take a look at the back. Another, your car is the star photo contest. So I guess you could mail them a picture of your car and they would make a replica for it. Wouldn't it be cool to own a Johnny Lightning replica of your own vehicle? Here's your chance. First, check out it. Wow. That's pretty cool. Look at the camera. Oh my God. Look at that old camera. That's hilarious, man. Wow. Yeah, this is 2003 right there is one of your copyright dates on there. So, a little dated, huh? So these are the rest of the series. We've got the 37 Coupe, 59 Cadillac Eldorado, 67 GTX hardtop, 82 Porsche 911 Turbo, Pat Moosey's Outlaw Stock Firebird, and a Volkswagen Samba bus. It says, Johnny Lightning Classic Gold features popular vehicles of all makes and models covering many different eras as well as various design groups and automakers. These models truly have a style of uniqueness all their own. Classic Gold has been one of Johnny Lightning's most popular programs. If you've been collecting them from the beginning, you have one awesome display of collectibles. Each Classic is decked out in authentic paint jobs and trim, sparkling chrome rims, plus Real Wheels Series rubber tires. This is a very limited program, so stock up now. Yeah, really. Oh, that's what the scalpers do. They go out and buy all the good ones and then sell them for 10 times the price online. Great hobby. Yeah, what an absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome car. I really like this one a lot. Really freaking cool. Take a quick peek underneath. See if there's anything interesting on the bottom. Even the base looks awesome. A lot more realistic than your average. Doesn't have any lettering, although there is some stuff cast into a 2000 Flying Mantis and Johnny Lightning there on the bottoms where the running boards would be. So one more good look at this guy. This is definitely my favorite from today. Oh, well, from today's video. This is my favorite from today's video. I'll say that. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. So let's get into our last car for today's video. The 1958 Chevy Impala from the Johnny Lightning Scrapin' series. Very cool stuff. Alright, look at this thing, guys. This is our 58 Chevy Impala from the Johnny Lightning Scrapin' series. Now, we have seen one other car from the Scrapin' series. I talked about this already. The 78 Monte Carlo. Both with gold bases on them, which I think is absolutely awesome. Such a cool feature for these guys. If we can get this to sit level here for you. There we go. Taking a peek under the hood here, we don't have a gold engine bay like the other lowrider did, but I know those valve covers anywhere now. So that's a dead giveaway. That's a 409 under the hood. I don't think the 58 came with a 409. I think the 58, if I'm not mistaken, that was a 327. No, I could be wrong about that. But I know they didn't get the 409 until later years. But, you know, being that it's a custom lowrider, I'm sure somebody swapped that in there. So we'll go ahead and get that hood closed, if I can do that without knocking the thing over. Really cool details on this thing. As always, I love paint jobs on lowriders. I love the different pinstriping and the contrasting colors. Even down to the tiny little itty-bitty spoked wheels. The little Daytons. Very, very cool. I like this a lot. We do have one other. Hold on for me. One other 58 Impala. This is a Revel 58 Impala from the Lowriders series. So both of my 58 Impalas now are custom lowriders, which I have no problem with that. Very, very cool stuff. So get that one stuck back there. And we will stick this one back up there too. Yeah, absolutely love this thing. Really great looking. There's our little Impala lettering along the front of the fin there. Very nice. So we'll take a quick look at our card here. Oh boy. Can't clear my throat. Here we go. So this is our card from the Scrapin' series. It does have this. This is removable, so that'll go up on the wall. If we take a look at the back here, we do have more propaganda for the Johnny Lightning Collectors Club. There's your 1-800 Mantis 8. How much was it? Yeah, okay, look, 1995. So it is going up in price slowly. I think it's about $30 a year now. These are the other 6 cars from the Scrapin' series. We have a 95 Chevy Caprice, an 85 Buick Grand National, Honda Accord Custom. Okay. The 1970 Chevy Monte Carlo, the 58 Impala, which we have here today, and the 55 Chevy Cameo. I'll give you a quick read of our little snippet of information here. It says, if slow and low is your style, it should say if low and slow is your style, then Johnny Lightning Scrapin' is for you. There's something here for everyone. Fans of classic Chevy style, late model Euro style rides, vintage bombs, you name it. These bad boys have the latest paint and graphic treatments, small diameter traditional style lowrider tires, and large multi-spoke rims to bring the bling. No, they didn't have large rims. They had really small rims. Anyway, and of course, like all Johnny Lightning vehicles, it's the 100% die-cast metal bodies and chassis that give you the quality feel. So that's pretty interesting. I actually saw some Johnny Lightnings today from the late 2000s. I think it was like 2009 it said on the package. And it had a plastic base, and I almost chucked it out of my hand. I was so disgusted. But yeah, I like my metal bases here on this channel. Really, really cool car. Absolutely love to add this to the collection. Gonna have to probably do some rearranging to make room for the new dragster and the new lowrider we got here, but no big deal. So we will go ahead and get this guy over with the rest of his new friends, and give me just a moment while I get the parking garage ready, and we'll go over everything that we unboxed today. Alright, so there is our 37 Ford Coupe there on the left in red. If we can get the camera to focus on him, there it is. The 32 Ford high body that didn't want to stay in its parking spot. It's rolling all over the place. The 58 Chevy Impala lowrider. Our 1995 Corvette, maybe ZR1. Might be a ZR1, might be just a regular Corvette. So that's that 4 cars there, and then our Hot Rod Magazine little miniature poster there. If you'll bear with me just 1 second. Okay, here we go. There is our 95 Chevy Impala SS, followed by the Hemi-powered Holland Hearse, and then our 2001 Ford F-250. Very, very cool stuff. So make sure, if you enjoyed the video, guys, to go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know which car was your favorite in today's video, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next video.